Well, it's a glorious day. On the way up to Siete Lagunas. The clouds coming down. You can see the clouds moving in up there. But yeah, it's still it's beautiful just now. There's an old horse there. His mate's just gone down the hill. Yeah, I'm on a PRA7 and I've just taken a shortcut, and I suppose due to the time I made up, I've just spotted a couple of people ahead of me up on the ridge there. But yeah, I don't suppose you can expect much more. It's a public footpath. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but just while I've been stopped having a bite to eat and a drink of water, the old clouds are coming in from the east there. They're fully moving up fast. And it's cooling down. They can chase me up the hill, and I've got a feeling I know it's going to be quicker. It's certainly moving along a bit. I better get moving myself, I think. Yeah, the old clouds catching me up, but it's cooled down a lot, and it's I can see it's heading up there. I'm only going up to Siete Lagunas. When I'm going to try and bivvy is just up there, I think. I'll take a high bivvy, and hopefully the old fox won't be there tormenting again, but just see how it goes. Well, this is tricky, and just come to this piece here. Got to get across it, and it's there's a thin coat of ice, a thin coat of snow, but it's down on top of this ice. Well, where the snow is, I'm able to walk okay, but when it's just bare ice, it's really tricky. I stepped onto it just a little while ago there, and it didn't get anywhere. Just went skate and just went down. But I'm going to have to get past it. I just have to try and pick my way around the snowy pieces, see if I can find a decent bit of space there. Ah, beautiful place here. This is one of the dangers around here. You can be walking along in the snow, thinking you're fairly safe, and never realising that down below it is this, and quite a substantial little river. Yeah, it covers up and it breaks out in places, but well, you certainly don't want to be stepping into it. That would cool you down a bit. Well, that's where I was off to, but unfortunately I ran out of time. I think I was a bit slow, a bit lazy today. I left Trevelez earlier, but yeah, I didn't move very quickly. There's one or two dodgy things, but it wasn't too tricky. Anyway, I settled down here, found this piece of grass. Very fortunate, so I fell back on plan B. I backtracked and down here and set up the Gelert again. Did me good service last time, so I'll give it another go this time. It's supposed to be minus 15, they say tonight. Well, up there anyway. Perhaps a little bit warmer down here. But I just looked at I've got a new watch with a second-hand watch with a thermometer on it, and that says it's minus 7.7 now. So it's really it feels quite chilly, but I'm surprised it's that cold. Anyway, I'm settled down, got my tent set out, got the sleeping bag, still got the Vengo 225 in there, but I've got a Siete Summit bag liner, which is supposed to be good for another 14 degrees, so hopefully that'll do the job today. And a new sleeping pad. I've got Thermalike Neo, which was very expensive, but hopefully it'll earn its keep this evening. And also, a little cheapie, I picked up a window screen heat reflector, which is foil on both sides. So I've got that under the thermalite and hopefully a bit of protection, you know, from any sharp object, and also a little bit more thermal insulation. Yeah. Anyway, I'm all set with my stuff here, so I'm just going to fire up the stove and get a bite to eat. I made a new alcohol stove out of a pate tin, because I thought we'd had snow down further down, at the, you know, below the mountains, and I thought there'd be a lot more snow up here. I normally use a dog food tin, and well, as you can see, there's not much in the way of fuel around here. It's pretty thin on the ground, but if you look at, you know, looking around, you still can find stuff. There's down here these bits of thyme and bits of things, you know, the roots will burn and stuff. So I brought the dog food stove with me, and I'm glad I did, really. I like the old thing, and I'll fire that up and set about getting some dinner going. See if I can get warmed up and settled down before the real cold starts arriving. Yep, okay. Well, got me dinner on the go. That's my kitchen. That's my grub bag. It contains me all the things I'll be eating the next couple of days. Cup and a thermal bag there, just to save fuel in case I have to use the alcohol stove. But I mean water. But found some roots and stuff, and there's the old dog food can. It's doing a good job. It's boiling the water. Got a bit of tin foil around it, hold the heat in. Hopefully this should have me dinner ready. Yeah, it's quite chilly. I thought the watch was. Oh, where are we? I thought the watch was telling stories, really. It said -7.7, but I just went to pour the water out the bottle, and it was all ice, which quite surprised me, really. So perhaps it is that, you know, it's quite chilly anyway. Anyway, I'm going to stop this now and see if I can get me dinner sorted out. Yeah, the sun's about to break here at 2,500 metres, just below Siete Lagunas. Seems like it's getting quite a familiar sight now, but still, it's always nice to see. It's, I suppose these mountains are about 64 million years old, so it's happened a few times. Got to sort myself some breakfast out. It was a coolish night. It's got down to, well, the lowest I saw on the thermometer was -10.5, -10.5. And a couple of times during the night it did feel perhaps a little bit cooler than that, but all in all it wasn't too bad. I've got some newer kit now that's better equipped to cope with the stuff, you know, to cope with the cold, which stood me in good stead, really. And it's funny, you sort of, you know, you look at the thermometer, you think, well, oh, it's only 9.5, it's only -9, which is a bit blasé, really. But I think when you expect a -15, it's like it's a real bonus, you know. You really feel like you're getting ahead of it. But yep, I'm going to start my breakfast. A little bit of porridge. Set me up for the day. I just try and take the opportunity to try and catch this. I don't know if I can. It's the sun coming up over the mountains. It's rising out the east there. I don't know if that's going to burn out the lens or whatever, but just seeing it come up is very nice to see. It shouldn't be very long now, and the heat will be arriving. It soon warms up. Give me a chance to get the sleeping bag out and get it aired. But yeah, I thought I'd just try and catch that on film. And now it's back to the alcohol stove. This is quite curious. There's a lot of this ice about, and it It looks too thick to be just thawing and freezing again. It actually looks like there's water being in it. Perhaps there has. There's more and more of it about. Well, I'm seeing more and more of it, and it's not. There's a lot of it in one place, but it's not. It doesn't hinder you that much. You can walk around it, but I would say it's impossible to get up it or to cross it without crampons. I put my foot on it yesterday, and I was just straight down. Well, I'm back above Trevelez again. About 2,400 metres. It's quiet as anything. It's amazing that a place this big can be so quiet. It's super. Just heading off towards, well, I'll stop out across the Barranca from Pitres. I'll walk into Pitres tomorrow morning. But it's been very nice. It's a good night. It was, it was fairly. It was cool in the tent, but it wasn't outrageously bad. And strangely, there's no frost on it this morning. No condensation inside. Very, very dry. There's a bit of a breeze cutting through there, and the space under the ground sheet allows the breeze through. I think that keeps the condensation down. But yeah, it's super here. I'm just looking at these ice floes again over there. Well, it looks like running water that's frozen. It's quite remarkable. I'll just swing round and see if you can see it there. I'll just go into a zoom on that. There they are. I don't know if they're visible on the camera, but they're sort of quite extensive flowing down the mountain there. It's more or less where I was going to go, but I'm just going to go up a little bit higher and move along the ridge perhaps. But it's nice. It's nice to see different parts of this place. I'm getting to feel like I'm starting to know it a little bit, but it is so big. You can't take anything for granted, of course, but it's really nice. Over there, I think is Mulhacen, named after the old Moorish king, the penultimate Moorish king of Granada, Mulhacen. I had no intention of going there this time. It wasn't my intention. I've been up there previously, but during the late summer. It's not difficult. You can walk there. There's footpaths going there. It's not a difficult ascent. You can get a bus up from Capellera, and it's a good walk. Walk up there and walk back again. But it's old people, fat people, children. Everybody does it. It's not difficult. But yeah, it's a nice place to. It's a good view. You can see a lot from there. It's the highest mountain in mainland Spain. So at times I've stood up there right on the top and known that I was the highest person in Spain. That's quite amusing. Just now coming up to crest this ridge. It's about 2,500 metres. Expecting quite a view over the top of it. I think you can see almost down to the coast from here. More mountains. Yes, and there it is. There. Lovely. Yeah. And there's the Mediterranean across there, through the Strait of Gibraltar into the Mediterranean. It's really quite. This is why people come up here, catch a view like this. I suppose if I was going up there, I'd have a better view, but I'm not. Yeah, I've set myself up for the evening, settled down, laid my bunk out and stuff. I can't really call this a bivvy. I've stayed in dodgy hotel rooms. It's a nice place. I stayed here before, and you get the sun coming up across the Vengo in the mornings. Warms the place up. Well, it's a cool old night. Good than I was expecting, really. I don't think I really prepared for it. Coming down from up there, I think I thought it was going to be, sort of fairly warm. It didn't get below about -2, but still it was chilly. Anyway, I got my fire going on in, getting ready for a cup of coffee, be back on the road again.